it's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale, and this is going to be a good one. I hope it finds you doing well. So today, I am joined by Noah the Royale, first timer here on the channel, guys. He's currently 111th in the world, just been dominating using this deck, which is, you know, if you like free-to-play friendly decks, you'll like this video. If you just like super strong decks that are kind of a throwback deck, then you'll like this video as well. And here's the deck, guys. It's like a 2.6 hog cycle, except for adding Barbarians and adding a little bit of bait to the deck. You know, you have some log and zap bait here in the Goblin Gang, the Spirit Goblins, and the Bats, so you always have something to combo your hog with, depending on which small spell they have in the cycle. Unless you're running against one of those decks that has like two or three small spells, then you just kind of have to rely on the hog and playing defense. So, you know, I have some great replays for you guys against some of the top ladder players in the world. I mean, look at these guys. Currently, Metal Bond, 19th in the world, against some really hard counters. We'll get to those in just a moment here from top ladder, but guys, it's Gold Rush time, and I haven't played ladder all day, so let's go ahead and hop into a live match and see how we do here. We're gonna go against Rolo. Rolo, what's up, man? We'll give him a stab, we'll give him a kiss, and then we'll give him a whistle. Then we'll give him a kiss. Okay, enough playing around, Ash. We're just gonna answer that with a cannon. Let's see what he does here. Use a zap or something, man. Go ahead and do it. Okay, he doesn't. We will go ahead and send in. We have +1 elixir than he does. So let's see what he has here. Okay, I'm just going to let that Musketeer go. I'm going to play this guy for a 2.6 hog cycle deck because he has Musketeer, Ice Spear, and hog. Way to go, Ash. You nailed it, man. You nailed it. We're just going to surround this girl with some gobos. And he's going to log. That's fine. Don't mind. All right, so he has the log. We're just going to, again, just get that in there. He's going to play that very aggressive fireball. I don't like that play on his part because I'm going to be able to answer with bats. I'm going to get much more damage than he got to me. And now his Musketeer is actually in fireball range. Not that I need to, because he's already focused on my left tower. So I think I'm just going to let this go. I'd rather conserve some elixir. He does have fireball. He's probably going to send in the hog and a fireball. And I'm going to play Barbarians like over here, maybe even a little bit more to the left. That way, he's going to log this. He's going to send, he wants to send in that hog. Send in that hog, baby. I'm gonna barb him. Okay. Maybe I'm not. Here it is. Barb! Send in that fireball. See, I told you guys. We exactly called what he was gonna do there. Not bad, right? Now we have full health Barbarians coming down the other end here. And those bats are gonna do some serious damage onto the right tower. So look at this. My fireball is 292. I always forget. Ever since they changed the spell damage, do you guys forget too, or am I an idiot? Well, we already know I'm an idiot. He's not doing anything, so we're just gonna zap this tower, get an extra swing or two in. I'm gonna play some Spirit Goblins up here, just keep aggressive here, and we'll play Gobbo Gang over there. Let's see what he's got for me here. I'm just gonna fireball, and I'm gonna play a high cannon with the high bats. You see how we're always switching up our defense here, guys? We're always switching it up. Oops. But I'm going to give him a thumbs up. I don't want to be a douche to this poor guy. What does this do? This is 81 damage, so we're a little bit short here. He might have given up. I don't know, guys. No, he isn't giving up. Good for him. I'm just going to, again, kind of play a high cannon here. That was dumb. He knows I have... Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. That was actually good on his part. Look at that. Look at that. I talked all that smack about, oh, poor him. And I end up really screwing up there. And he ends up taking that left tower. All he has to do is log here. Oh, he doesn't have enough elixir for log. Anyway, we pick up the W. It's a pretty good deck. Anyway, well played. Good luck. I want to make sure he knows that I wasn't being a poor sport there. All right, here we go. So, get a little bit of gold there. And let's go to the real pro here, the real pro of the deck, and we'll talk a little bit about the deck as we kind of go along here. So let's see him play against, well, Metal Bond is just a really, really good player, so I want to watch that one, but check out this one, guys. It's against this guy here. Let's look at his profile. He's currently 141 first in the world. Ash, come on, dude. Let's watch. Look at this deck he was playing, guys. He has so many counters to the hog, it's not even funny. He has P.E.K.K.A, he has E-Wiz, and, you know, how does he win this? How does he win this? Let's watch this replay, excuse me, and see how he does here, guys. So, Noah starting this deck. This is an interesting starting hand. For starting plays, you can send in the solo hog as you would a 2.6 if you want to. Some players love doing that, other players don't. I don't need to tell you guys, you know, just use your own preference. And here comes the bandit. We're actually going to play, or Noah's going to play a hog there to distract that bandit. She doesn't do a ton of damage at tournament level standard. That was a nice zap there, by the way, getting one swing. And here it comes, minions on top of a Royal Ghost. We're going to play a cannon there. He does get one minion on the tower, but our goblins clean up very nicely. And all of that, and he doesn't get much damage onto our tower at all there. Nice Spirit Goblins placed just brilliantly, a little bit to the right, just pulling in that minion and the Royal Ghost. Just a good job by Noah on the placement. And that's one of the things with this deck. You might struggle a little bit if you're not used to hog cycle decks, but placement is really key. Watch Noah, don't watch me in terms of the proper placement. So here it comes, a bandit. We're just going to respawn with some bats there at the bridge. He quickly zaps them away, actually using the E-Wiz, and then we throw the secret weapon at him, guys. There goes the Barbarians. We're just going to go ahead and take that fireball value. That way we can still engage and possibly kill, just barely not kill, that Royal Ghost. So here comes a solo Royal Ghost. The nice miner in there as well, forcing Noah to also have to use his bats to defend to make sure he cleans up on that Royal Ghost. And just like that, guys, we are in the deficit here. The opponent is in the lead halfway through this match. And we haven't even seen the P.E.K.K.A yet. I mean, how are we going to get to the tower, right, guys? So here it comes. I think he's going to... Is he going to play the P.E.K.K.A right here, the opponent? It wouldn't be a great idea to do so. Okay, he doesn't. So he plays the bandit instead, again, cycling that bandit in the back there. Noah's going to go ahead and respond with a cannon. And let's see, does he hit the opposite lane here yet? No, he doesn't. He wants to protect that cannon, keep it still alive. So he splits that goblin gang in front of the cannon. And here he comes, guys. It's going to be one spirit goblin connecting on the right lane. Just haven't done much damage here. And there's the hog, and there's the P.E.K.K.A. And at this point in the match, Noah's got to be thinking, holy crap, what am I going to do? What am I going to do against this matchup? He has an answer for everything. So that was good defense in the left lane. He forced out a poison of the opponent. You can see the elixir differential here, guys. We're going to be able to take down this P.E.K.K.A at a positive elixir trade, and then a beautiful cannon in the left lane there, knowing that the bandit would not be able to get into her charge. So we send in the hog with that huge elixir advantage, and then we're just capitalizing on it, getting a lot of chip damage with the spear goblins and the bats on that right tower. And just like that, we are in the lead here. We're keeping the pressure up, forcing the opponent to use their counters. They play an errant E-Wiz on the right lane, and then we're able to respond again really strong here. So here we know the opponent didn't have enough elixir for his spell, so we charge full force with everything we had. We get that tower all the way down to 900. We knew they had the P.E.K.K.A in the cycle. Once they dropped that P.E.K.K.A, they didn't have enough elixir for the zap right away, so we're able to kind of distract that P.E.K.K.A with all those goblins, and then boom, get a few swings with the hog. We also use the zap to buy us more time, and again we connect to that right tower. Now it's not over yet here, guys. There's 51 damage left, but check this out. A really smart decision making here by Noah. Check it out. So a bunch of defensive troops, blah blah blah. The opponent knows that we're just one fireball away. Okay, I lied. Next match. It's next match that he pulls the late fireball. So stay tuned for that one, guys. All you had to do was get that hog there. So really good job by Noah beating a hard counter matchup. Let's watch this matchup against Metalbond here and see how he does. Metalbond known for playing giant decks, so probably Noah already knew that going in, that it's going to be a giant deck. It's a Goizen deck here by Metalbond. It's the giant minor poison mini P.E.K.K.A version of the giant decks. Me personally like the hunter version, but you know, you can only a lot of really successful giant decks going around. So he sees that Metalbond does not respond to his chip damage in the left, so he just keeps adding it because he didn't have the hog in cycle to punish that giant push. Normally, when they drop their tank in the back, you just punish opposite lane. So we didn't have the hog. The hog was literally the last card there. We're going to wait for this poison to kind of die out, and then we're going to play some Barbarians there. So now we have a lot of answers to Metalbond's giant here. So here comes the mini P.E.K.K.A. We're going to cycle back to the Goblin Gang, distract that mini P.E.K.K.A, and just beautifully done here. Let's talk a little bit about this deck. We've been just doing play-by-play so far. We do connect with that left tower, and we're going to be able to take that left tower down. So opening plays, we already talked a little bit about. I like to just cycle with this deck. I will send in the hog if I have a good hand. What does that mean? It means that you have your spell, you have a distraction troop, which, you know, with this deck, you ought to always have. You can have your cannon as well. So if you have like cannon, Fireball, Zap, Hog, and then your next card is a Goblin Gang, you're safe to go ahead with the opening Hog play because you have a cannon to defend, you have a Zap to combo with the Hog if they drop like skeletons, Skarmy, goblins, whatever, bats, you know? So you'll always have an answer. If you had like a really awkward starting hand, I would just cycle in the back instead, right? And if you don't have Hog in your starting hand, just cycle in the back instead. Against Beatdown, whether it be Golem, whether it be a Giant deck, you're just going to do the same strategy. You can rely on the cannon, you can rely on the Barbarians, just don't play them at the same time. Very important for you guys to realize that. You don't want to play, boom, Barbarians, boom, cannon, same time you present your opponent with a lot of poison or fireball or big spell value. So that's a big no-no. You saw how I did in my live match. I tried to switch up my defenses. It didn't work out down the very tail end, but you guys got the gist throughout most of the match, right? You want to kind of switch up your defenses and keep your opponent guessing and not being able to predict what you're going to do every time. And the truth is, with this deck, you always have something, some weapon in your arsenal to throw at your opponent depending on what they're throwing at you. So here he goes again. Getting some chip damage is the opponent here, but we already have the lead with 33 seconds. We're just going to take that fireball value. We comboed the Zap with the fireball to take down that wizard, and that's a pretty good trade. It's a 6-4-5 trade, but we also did damage to the princess tower. So I would always make that trade if you have the elixir advantage or just the tower advantage with time ticking down. Here comes another giant push with a mini P.E.K.K.A. Basically Metal Bomb throwing everything he has at us here, but we're able to defend really nicely, and with 5 seconds left or so in this match, we just pre-placed that cannon. You know, good luck, buddy. 2 seconds left with a cannon up there. We'll see how you do. So we did really well, though. A very, very good game. Well played there by Noah. So let's go ahead and, let's see, what do we want to watch? Do you want to watch an Expo match, guys? I haven't pre-watched this one, but let's go ahead and do it. What the heck, right? Let's see how to play an Expo cycle deck with a little bit slower of a Hog cycle deck, because remember, we have the Barbarians, which actually comes in handy in this matchup. So Noah, right off the bat on the top this time, guys, sends in that Hog. He sees immediately all those cycle troops. He just zaps them up, and then the archers, once he sees the archers in the log, he knows he's playing against 2.9 Expo. No other deck, especially this high in ladder, runs cycle cards and archers. You know, you don't see those Hog decks anymore. So he knows he's going against Expo. So let's see inside the mind of Noah, what is he thinking right now and how is he going to react to this matchup? So he's just going to keep spamming at this point, but unfortunately spams right into that Ice Golem. This could be trouble here. Immediately responds with a cannon there. The cannon does a very good job against that Tesla, and now look at this cannon. It's just, talk about cannon value, huh, guys? It takes down the Tesla. It almost takes down that Expo. He's going to send in the Hog immediately afterwards, realizing here that Leon Wolf expended a lot of elixir on that push, and he says, oops. I think both players made really minor mistakes early, maybe not even realizing it. Of course, Noah sends in the, what was it? The Goblin Gang right into that Ice Golem, and then in kind, Leon Wolf responds with the Tesla and Expo right into the cannon. So either way, it's kind of a wash early on, although we do have about 1,000 more damage off of the opponent's tower than they do ours. Good position to be in. So, you know, both players kind of reloading at this point. Looks like Leon Wolf's probably going to start out some archers in the back. He splits them. Doesn't want to present 2 archers same lane. Fireball value. Noah would take that all day, every day. This time he comes in with the Hog Rider and the bats. He gets that Tesla out of the opponent's cycle. So now Leon is going to be in a tough position here. He can play the Expo, but he's not going to be able to support it with that Tesla anymore because of Noah sending in that Hog. He opts, at least at this point, not to even send in, or not to play the Expo, and he opts not to log either. He sends in the Expo opposite lane instead because he's figuring, hey, I don't want to keep going against this Hog same lane. So a smart lane switch there by Leon, but he didn't know at that time that Noah had Barbarians, and he runs right into the Barbarians, split right down the center there by Noah, and then look at that. He sends in the Hog Rider, same lane as Expo. He played the Tesla in front of the right tower. That's not going to do a whole lot of work there, and a very aggressive fireball there from Noah, but Noah knows that he has Leon Wolf kind of on his heels at this point, guys. He has the Barbarian split. The reason he split there is so he can continue to pressure the opposite lane at the same time and cause Leon to have to respond to the opposite lane as well. So Fireball's back in rotation. What is he going to do here? Looks like he's just going to Fireball, probably. Where's that Fireball? No! Oh, I didn't even realize it's that low. My bad. I was looking at the Expo the whole time. So all he has to do is zap that right tower with 1 second left, and finally he's able to cycle the zap to finish the job there. So guys, whether you're in Arena 8 or Arena 12 or top 100 in the world or top 111 in the world like Noah is, give this deck a try. Play it for a few matches, get used to it, get used to how you're supposed to cycle, get used to how to combo your support troops with the HOG, get used to how to defend. Hopefully these replays helped you out a little bit. Again, don't watch me, watch Noah, watch the pro. And guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Check out Noah's information, both the Twitter shoutout and the player stats and profile, in the description below. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Balance changes will be here very soon. Make sure you like, subscribe, obviously, if you want to keep abreast of the new decks that are coming with the new meta after Monday's balance changes hit. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information in the description below. Guys, thanks for watching, and as always, take care, guys.